ngoba siva kamama kuzele ezikliniki kuzele ezibhedlele ngalamanzi banithi siyamposa sifuna ngayo ekliniki asiva kamama siyahlukumezeka ngehlobo.
I'm saying there's a crisis of water, right? Because of it's contaminated with human or animal feces. Now, my problem with that narrative, it's not pushing further. It's very in a limits that are very serious. It's very narrow. It's not pushing forward to say what are the health implications, right? What are the health implications to people who are drinking the water? It's narrow. It's narrow because beyond it, I started ngabantu who will be drinking this water with human feces. And that's another matter. Now with this demonstration, this is feces, this is water. We want to mix it and say, actually, it's human beings that are drinking what you call E. coli or what you call water with human. We are putting human face. That's another matter. So it's not a narrow discourse that only focuses on water. We must be able to say, there are human beings. And is it okay that at this age in democracy, is it okay the water that is contaminated? It's not for the first time. It will not be for the last time. Are we together? The excuse that says we do not have money to purify water, it means this crisis cannot be looked in isolation of the crisis of the municipality that has collapsed. It is incumbent upon us to make sure there were tests amongst time and again about the clean water. And this water, it has not been tampered with. Because what is even more disappointing, they don't even give a damn to notify us that there's a crisis of water. We just continue to leave this water tin. Are we together?
Yes.
We just continue to leave. They don't tell us how please boil the water. We have realized by the man tell you and so you've got a municipality that treats Abantu with contempt, with so much disrespect that Abantu have ceased to exist. Now, all that we're trying to say, it is enough. And we will continue to say it is enough. We will not fold our arms and say it's okay. This has been going on. We are standing up, we are saying we can't drink this water anymore. And we are also making a point to say, really, the province has to take over this municipality. In terms of Section 129, the administration completely take over because it has collapsed. Now the comrades are going upstairs to do a demonstration. Because they can buy water. Equally, it's very abstract. If you resources and put in the water, then it will not come back. Let us say the Bible indeed is not correct. And they don't even declare a disaster and say, you see, at least when people declare a disaster, it gives you hope to say they are doing something. No, it's business as usual. All that we're trying to say, we are accepting our humanity. We are not zombies, we are not subhuman beings, we are not less of human beings, we are human beings fully. And we will be treated as human beings fully. We are accepting our humanity, we are accepting our dignity. It's politics of dignity, it's politics of humanity. It's not politics of economics, it's not politics of political economy, it's politics that says we are human beings and we will be treated as such and we will be accorded the respect that we think we deserve, that is enshrined in the Constitution of this country. All that we are saying is about.
As I've said, we're here to consult the public on a proposed bill on protection, promotion, development, and management of indigenous knowledge, which is a Section 76 bill, which affects provinces. So we're here to consult the people of Grahamstown about that proposed bill. But remember, I'm a public representative, and then when there are people that have some concerns as part of our work, I had to listen to them and advise them in terms of the course of direction. I think did get our proposal that they must write a petition, they must petition the crucial, the Speaker of the legislature. Upon receiving that petition, she's going to refer it to our petitions committee of the legislature for them to attend to it. It may not be next week because they have their schedule of petitions that have been forwarded a long time ago. But also, I'll make sure today that the Office of the Speaker is aware that there's a petition that is coming from Grahamstown. I would say that verbally. That's all that I've been doing.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And sorry, just a question about this consultative meeting. I wasn't aware of it, I have to say. Who was invited to it, today's meeting?
What normally happens that in the setup of the South African legislation system, matters of public participation reside within the offices of Speaker, be it the National Assembly, provincial legislature, and local municipalities. So our officials came here 2 weeks ago to inform the Speaker about this forthcoming public participation. They left even the proposed legislation, the date and the time. We're given this venue by the local municipality that today we'll be here. Unfortunately, when you were here, we didn't see that.
Thank you.
All right.
Every day, every day, after immediately it gets brown, but then the water should come right again. But it's not coming right. Yes, whole day. Okay, just wait. Let me get the director here to answer. Municipality, not the Friday, but the previous Friday, or the previous Monday, last week Monday. That's when they told me the water, they test. You see, we are required to test the water every month, different points. got to test water. Now, if you don't test, now, if you test water, how you test water? You take samples, you take a sample and send it to the laboratory. Right? Now, on the Monday, you came back to the laboratory. I'm not sure for the Monday or the Friday, you came back to the laboratory, the water is not good. That was that previous Friday. Right? Now when they looked at this, on Monday they brought it to my attention and said, we have nothing to do the water quality is not good. Then I immediately said, send out a notice, publish it to everyone, the water quality is not good. Because you can't let people drink water that is not where the laboratory says the problem with the water. Right? That was on the Monday. Immediately I said, what? So this is my official topic. Right? She's in charge of water as well. Of course, the director as well. Wait, let me explain this. Last week or the other week, I want you to understand this first, people. The other week, as I said, I'm not sure, we test water, we do water testing every month. We send to laboratories every month.
There is a place here they call them Tonjin. They take it there for their families. They do the clean water, but they give us this water.
Can I say something? Convinced almost on daily basis that there is only one way out of this mess. I was part of the council meeting yesterday, you saw me.
Yeah.
I could sense and see the arrogance in that council. And at times you had to, it was push and pull between you and me as who got the money for the infrastructure. When are we going to use it? Do you get my point? I was part of that meeting. They were also in a way undermining also the work that you're doing. So it was like, no, even before you came, we've been doing this, blah, 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 blah. So this is the kind of municipality that you have. I think we have seen, comrades, so I think we have seen the arrogance for you yesterday in that council meeting. Despite the excellent work,
Exhibit.
We can't say we are specialists more than the doctors. What the doctors are saying is the water. And that comrade that was in the white cap.
Yeah.
Myself included.
my sister has a stroke.
No, you see, let's because seriously, this water is not good. You know, it's bad. Let's not lie about it. You can't deny it. Now, the key issue, what we're going to do about it? Tell me what's our plan. Well, why is the water like this? You say they pulled it out today from the tap, and then today. Today. Just now. Just right now. Why are you doing that?
Okay, Director. The reason why the water is like this, it has a high turbidity, which is what you can see physically, the dirtiness, the cloudiness, or the whiteness on the water. On the eastern side, it's because of the sludge at the plant and the fact that the plant is operating over its design capacity, because we are trying.
Yes.
Okay. Ngoba i-plant idesignelwe ukuba i-treat amanzi angango-10 megaliters ngosuku, kodwa i-demand between u-13 no-14. And apha ke ngoku i-plant i-runner okanye operator over its design capacity. This is one of the reasons eyenza i-high turbidity. And during there is a project that is currently being implemented at James Cleaners, which also will deal with expanding the plant from 10 megaliters to 20. But phase 1, currently on implementation by Umamlam, is only dealing with expanding the electrical and mechanical part and dealing with the filtration process, which will further deal with is large, causing amanzi ukuba abe nale color. There has been a service provider appointiweyo yi-Amadola Water as implementing agent. Ukuba dislodge izosusa esisludge esenza amanzi ba makabe nakho. Sele ba-appointiwe ke uGardens and Floors basendleleni. I just phoned them now. Base King sizaya eplantini so that bazoqala into esizobabonisa yona ukuba bazasibeka phi isludge. So yes, it's a problem that has been happening over years. This does not happen this year. Since 2013, since I arrived here, there has been a problem, yes, large, causing amounts on the eastern side to have a high turbidity. Though by a test, the results will come to say are safe for drinking, but the color, even we notices that besizikhupa besiye sitsho bamanza uwabilise, but into engazosuka noba uwabilisile yikhala because yenziwa yi-high turbidity. So ukuremover kwesludge uzosusa le nto yokuba ashiyeke ebrownish okanye emana ebadakish. Into ephinde ikwenze abe njena ekuseni is because i-system yethu iyavalwa ivulwe, ngoba ngo-9 every day ebusuku amanzi ayavalwa avulwe ekuseni ngo-5. So yenza laa nto ke ngokuba i-system ibe off iphinde ibe on. So xa amanzi eqala uhamba aqala ahambe noba bomdaka bebuhleli upayipini because bekungekho nto epayipini. Yenza laa nto ukuthi amanzi owavula ekuseni fumanisa baphuma emnyama for imizuzu noba i-5 to 10 minutes, then aye ejika ebanje uthi ke ngoku wagalela epheleni ahla aphume emdaka, then ihambe sasiludge soyetha lapha ezantsi aye ezicwengela but still ashiyeke engengo-100% pure. So the problem is sludgy and we are trying to sort it out.
Uqala sisiwami ndiyamqonda ukuthi la manzi ne atestiwe then ifumaniseka alanto a-right for bangaselwa ne. Nakho umzekelo sisuku semveni kwakho vela kapi ekliniki nokuxelela bangalo amanzi nabenzelayo. And nabo abantwana kukho incident sesibhedlele ngoku. Analomhlanje kumnede sesithi makubanjwe umasipala na. Kukho incident esinelungelo umbamba umasipala for leyo isikhisa amanzi anjini. Ensekho abantu abagula sinalungelo umbamba umasipala for leyo. Sinalungelo yini. Sesibathi kunento endiqonda iyanibetha apha nezi leaders zethu le. Ngivuthola ukuthi i-rights zethu asizazi singabani. Some of us siyazazi i-rights zethu bazihamba nazo phela nawo. Suswami udlala ngathi uthi lamanzi ngoku umzekelo kusasa xa uqala wavulela anje thina lamanzi sifika ngoku etawuni ngebus stand anjena lamanzi lokushini sivele wavulele lokushini step before sikhwele ezimotweni savulela amanzi aphuma amanzi abrown anjena ayasaka sizwami isifine nyanisile nangasakilo qala khathabe nje ikopu kwasela wavu ungasela nawo ayanuka lamanzi siswami sozwasele wena lamanzi you can't drink it yourself this water. But you said it's fine for you can drink it.
For the poor.
Can I take the cup and give it to you and then you can drink it? Cousin,
No, the thing is, wait, let's understand the issue.
From last of last and get taken the month.
No, but 2013.
So from what 2013, the month engine. Usapinda still usasitalela bango. Mamlam uzawuphinda owacheka kudala nemane nikela kuneplant ethile isindathe lithuba umamlambo engekayifumani ke le nantsika wasikholiti le nto olibala amanzi adada beclean sakhabe sityala enyuno sisonqena ingathi yabo sizolwa nawe umasipala sehlini kudala kuthethwa ngamanzi kudala kuthethwa ngamanzi sisi kamandi nawe ungumhlali walapha ngokangokuthi ungekafiki ungumhlali walapha la manzi asizokufosta sela la manzi zakuthi sizaba ngathi ngoku sikudisa nathi asifuna utyela manzi asifuni nawe ube wasikholiti ufane nathi but ukusala nawe uyabona wrong asifuni ibe ngathi ngoku mna andisoze ndivumele into wrong yabo nathi awunqena nomani but wathi into ndilwa ntoni nithi ningumasipala waserhini nisithathe ngathi singodomitye irongo yabusabona ngoku nani khe niye kuyothenga amanzi nifane nathi sigule sonke sakuthi mistake apha kuthi kwamasipala waserhini nibheka emthonjeni nothenga amanzi nabona nathi sorry mani nometha bayana lapha. It is the same, yabo, it is the same. Senzama ukuthi bona bayakwazi ukuthi bawathenge ezipring water. Kanti ngaphathi ubheka emthonjeni kuphela. Yabhala emthonjeni yakuthi umuntu ngizama ukuthi ke sizokugqibeleni. Ngizama ukuthi please bengelana abantu baserhini. Banani aninayo inansika indlela ukuthi manilungisela amanzi. Nani waseleni. Jakoze ngoku nina nini samane sihlapa ngokuthini. Ngenxa umampala waserhini makaphele jakoze. Okwesibini kunetep yasekhaya. Ngayana ngoku ndayiripota phaa endlini nangoku akukabikho fikole ngabe imali yaserhini niyithini imali yabantu i-taxpayer kodwa akho nto yenzekayo asikhaleli manzi kuphela sikhalela nebhotoli kudala sisizapha umr ted billion besisanda kuxoxa nayo khakubekho neripoti enibuye nayo kodwa ningodirector naniba ningodirector kumandi uphuma endlini uzaba wena ukumisa director andithandi ndiyayibona loo nto nonkokheli asifuni umasipala waserhini ubethwa sorry umasipala waserhini ubethwa libhakile kodwa sithi sinomasipala uphumleya wenu nabo abantu bafikile ngokucakileyo nifeyilishile erhini nabo abantu bazobona ububhani masibenzayo erhini kodwa nithi ningodirect kuthi engakhange uphumelele uyotho phaa ndihleli phantsi.
I just want to explain something. Ngicela ukucacisa kancinci ngale nto yamanzi. Akuthiwa abantu mabatyela amanzi nathi siyabona ayingxaki nathi sisela the same water and we are affected njengani nonke. Qha into eyenzekayo ezintombi zisho uba ngo-2013 zaqala phaa ingxaki ngamanzi. Yiyo loo nto phaa ejempe nantsi laa planti phaa siyayongeza because into eyenzekayo that iplanti kwathiwa mayitrithe amanzi i-10 million litres amanzi a day yayidesign yayo yayenzele loo nto leyo. Ngoku idimandi ekolacala phaa elokishini nalapha etawuni because nalapha etawuni amanzi ayasetyenziswa kwenye indawo kufuneka 10 megaliters zala manzi from phaa so iplanti ke ngobuncinci bayo funeka ideliverishe amanzi amaninzi. So into eyenzekayo ngoku la manzi lana akuthiwa abantu mabawasele yiyo loo nto bephumela notice ithi abantu mabawabilise as a precaution because xa sithi athestiwe asithi sithi abantu mabawasebenzise bawasele no xa kuvela kwitest ezaa zinto ezaa parameters zezinto ezogulisa abantu zikwinqanaba elamkelekileyo ukuba abantu bangawasela amanzi yabona. So ndizama ukuthi ngoku ezesithi into mba abantu because into emasiyazi nabo la manzi siwachithayo uba siwafuna kwi-Department of Water and Sanitation and i-department iyayazi uba isinika amanzi anodaka oluninzi. Yiyo ke ndifuna ngoku iplanti yethu isakala ukususa lonke udaka and kubekho le nto yesilaji ngomuntu mabethetha ngayo ufuna ngoku iyongeza kule ngxaki esikuyo. So phasi neengxaki ezintathu ngamanzi esiwafuna kwi-Department of Water and Sanitation angekho kwiquality efuneka ngayo laa suka phaa kulaa mlambo kuthiwa into phaa eGrahamstown dam ndazathiwa into ngexhosa mlambo uhamba phaa encuba namanzi asuke encuba iquality yawo anodaka oluninzi. Okwesibini ufuna ngoku phaa kwiplanti yethu sinesi silaji kudala sicela imali kuAmatola Water uba masisuswe kwalatheni nomle esihlathi beshondelane kwaMatola Water mayisuse was last year ngoJulayi yabona wawasusa kuba ngoku bezoyakhupha ngoku. Okwesithathu ngoku kubekho ngoku le nto besidibebedela yee-chemicals so ii-chemicals into yona isotiwe i-department yona ayixeleli uba la manzi sinika wona balungise njani ukuze abe right then bekho nesilaji ezesisho le nesilaji wathi ukususa lwadaka phaa kulamatanka phaa okuthutha amanzi iquality yamanzi izoba right and once la project yaphaa i-maintenance yokongeza elaa dama lelikhulu likwazi ukuprodusa 2 times iquality yamanzi then uba avalwe ebusuku so that akuphumekiseni aphuma udaka ayizuba khona. So zonke ezingxaki zamanzi siyazivuma and asithi kukhona into esiyiphikayo xa ikhona into esiyenzayo ngayo and soyilungisa. It's just a matter of time. Even like this project of Gtown, it has been delayed for about a year and a half because of issues not related to us. If that project would have been completed by now as it was planned, we wouldn't have this problem of water with so much sludge.
Right.
So,
but now, darling, we can't continue like this. It's not right. It's just not right. Now, in the short term, that's a long-term solution. Now, what do we do?
The sludge will be removed. It's only saying that the people are coming today. Once we remove the sludge, then
Give me 2 seconds. Let me ask you a question and let me get an answer.
I'm saying the people to remove the sludge will start work today.
Today?
Yeah, today.
And today is Thursday.
Today is Thursday.
And they're coming. Darling, who are the people?
No, we just talk about it. I mean, can you confirm that they are coming? Which country? What I like down where
God, where are they from, Tony? And they're already going to be here today? And they're going to work? Yeah. And they'll start the work today? To clear the sludge? And when will the water, when we start seeing a change in the color?
Okay, what we do is we've got about 4 tanks. To avoid having too much of water outages, we will do 1 tank at a time. So we cannot just decommission the entire plant.
Yeah.
So we have to start with 1 tank. Once it's full, and then with water, then we fill another one. So it might take us about 2 months.
Remember that the people were here 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But first, because of environmental laws, they first had to test the sludge to determine where they are going to dump sludge. So the test we had by later
Apha indesizeleyo yilentwala amanzi yeba ingathi yintwenja ayintlanga kudala sisiza apha sade kominyaka sade sazolahla ilinge apha ngongahoyeki ngoba into ebuhlungu ukuthi itoilet iyavalwa ebusuku into endibuzayo ohlala esamenteni uthini kakubheka etoilet ngoba kulapha siyalala ezihotela apha kuvalwa amanzi apha eTown kuyafana nantoni na sinomda osohluleyo abangaphetsheya elokishini batya amanzi enyuka abalapha batya eportini ngaphandle kalawa bawakha emthonjeni kukho idiferensi phakathi kwethu nelokishi neTown kodwa kakuthiwa masizovota akuthwalwanga waselokishini masiphatheke kakuhle siyayicela loo nto asilwi ngoba abantu funa silwe sizawuthi siyayicela loo nto nawe tata ngoba usithi izakwenzeka siyayifuna ngoba kudala sihamba siyangena siyothuka namhlanje siyaba kanti kukho abantu abavelele ifleshi ngoba besambe size into amanzi siphatheke kabuhlungu phezolo elinye ndilele ndigodola ndiphethwe sisuthi nomzukulwanam kukho into engathi ipha kungqondo ndiyaqomba into bangala manzi ngoba iyona nto ohlwembuzekileyo yokuhlala ekuhlwembuzekeni ohluthi yokuhlala ekuhlutheni ukhona umahluko ngosiphakathi kwethu kuyafana nendlu nokunikwa indlu wena mntu ungenalo unikwa ihokwe enkulu konendlu unikwa wakha umthebelele kuthela lokunjalo kulizelethu kuyafana nenkuleko sithi inkuleko ikhona ayikabikho inkuleko abantu besakhe edipini besasela amanzi akhe nivintweni ekuphathweni kwabantu abamnyama siphatha lento ngoba umuntu omnyama bentsimbi uyomcengela omnye umuntu amnyama ngexesha elobuhlungu lovuthwa kweepokotho zamadoda iipokotho ziyavuthwa uba umntu unikwa imali uyityiphele kuthelela umntu ezenza impuku ngoba impuku ubushele endlu yakho iyavuthulula ityakwasonga nantoni kodwa khange ithele kubuhlungu kwizwe sikulo masiphathane kakuhle ngokuthi uzasiphetha uThixo ngoba kule ndawo sikuyo abanye balambile khange batye ngaphezolo abanye basetipini abanye batye emigqomeni ngoba intoni akuphangelwa ngefani balingaba ka-A uphangela nonke balingaba ka-B baniphangela bazophangela bakuphangela bakwasi izabangusi ndoyiko butye obenzekayo ngokuthiwa yonke into mayibe free sibheka phi sibuyela kubugabe ngoba into kuthi umuntu bakayithathe free into kutheni kunjalo ibubutye bokuthi bantu bamnyama simpoqo izolethu liphalele andazi bakuphekwa phila
Mandla.
Siyavuya abantu babelapha sibona ndingone lendima siphila apha ehlini apha into ezasisetshwa amanzi adibene nalento itoyilethi le kaka ke sixhosa i-experience yayinto yokuba ngaba apha sisele amanzi anetoyilethi kwezi veki zidlulileyo apha ehlini and as a result abantu baphele begula besiba nerashi abantu baphume irashi abantu izilonda abanye banefiva ngamanzi alapha ehlini la manzi aphuma ngoke-past 10 la manzi njengokuthiwa aphuma kusasa nje ekuseni iba ramba past 10 kwakhangeti la manzi but wajongena njani izitrato esihlala kuzo zidyubhudyubhu zinjena zinalento izitrato zethu yavuya bithi banukusele baveba siyanukuselwa elokishini siphila nempilo elokishini qaphu kidrain every day kunjena elokishini zikokeli singabuya gqitha abamhlawumbi into ke ndizijongelelelo ezikapho kumasipala semakhaya
Amandla. Awethu. Awethu. Abahlali luThetha State abambala. Umhlalo bawodinayo. Phayana sinezikolo primary schools. Onomnqoshwana bethu abaphilanga baphethe isifo sotyatyazo. Onomnqoshwana bethu abaphilanga baphethwe irhwayibhane laa nto kuthiwa yi-fine rash. Abaphilanga abahlali baphethwe zizilonda umzimba wonke. La manzi awakwazi ukuthi siwabaleke singabahlali basehlini. Sipheka ngawo, sisela ipilisi ngawo singabanye, samanye sine-chronical illness ezazifo umuntu abanaso ade obhubha noba kuthiwa yiswekile noba kuthiwa yi-high blood. Into endiyaziyo qha uzawusela ipilisi ngala manzi ungumhlali. Unixelele bakusela ipilisi ngamanzi anje adibene nelinde angcole ewodwa xa edibene nelinde unoyicinga kunjani. Ngoku abantu bakuthi bazawuthini ukuthi baphile ke. So ndizama ukuthi ke mna ke sisengxakini kakhulu ngoba ke nokuvasile akuseyifanga ayabonakala napha ebhafini nasezantsi zantlelo. Akuphungeki ngawo nokuwabilisile into enye ikatile yakho nentlenge. Ndizama ukuthi ke maqabane nami ke sisabulela into yoba nize apha ndike sinibonise lo mgangatho wala manzi siwatyayo apha kumasipala kusehlolo. This is part of corruption on this. You can't separate la manzi from corruption because that means for me xa ungenayo nemadlana nje yokuthi uthenge into zokuxoxa amanzi, that means to me imali ihle nomnenzi ityiwe iphelile. You can't keep on saying akusibalisela intsomi uthi kuzawuthi ukuthi A, B, C, D, E and F. Siyayazi uba umasipala wethu has been declared bankrupt. Akanamali. Ayikho imali kuMakana municipality. Zitoyitoyi esidlulileyo abaphangeli ababhatali.
Contribution in this municipality. We do appreciate that. This is not your work. You have come, you were seconded by the district, and you find this municipality in this mess. I acknowledge you doing your level best. Basically, the reason we are here, why this demonstration, as I keep on making this point, when you drink contaminated water with E. coli, it's a very abstract something that you're drinking water contaminated, there's water crisis. But we are saying that's very narrow. We need to push it a little bit further and be able to put a human face and say, but there are health repercussions. As Mbani was speaking, there are kids that are suffering from diarrhea in township schools. And if you go to, you consult a doctor or you consult health practitioners around clinics, the first thing that they will tell you, please boil your water. And the reality of the matter, because of the economic crisis, because of the economic woes, some of us, you have to spare the power that you have. Will not even able to, or you can't every time you want to drink water, you boil it. You have to cook. You have to spare the electricity of the power that you have. So basically we are saying, when you speak of E. coli, you speak of the water together with the feces. We are compelling people to drink water with the feces. That is crime against humanity. The heads must roll. It can't be business as usual. If we take the lives of any human being very seriously, if the life of any human being do count for something, only if our lives count for nothing, because we don't have any stake in the society, it will be business as usual. Also, we are not looking at this in isolation of the municipality that has collapsed. It is an indictment on our municipality that you can hardly buy chemicals to purify water. It's an indictment. It is an indictment that almost in 23 years into your democratic, or 25 years into your democratic dispensation, you continue to drink this water. You continue to be subjected to contaminated water. Ours here today, we are saying three things. We are asserting our humanity as people. We are raising our hands. We are saying, please don't forget you are still human beings. Don't subject us to this thing. It's gross violation of human rights. We are raising our hands. We are saying, stop it. Don't do it. It is a gross violation of human rights. Number two, we are saying we are not looking at it in isolation of the collapsed municipality. Dissolve the council. Number three, we are saying the heads must roll. Please give us SIU or Hawks to come. We know there will be imminent rest. We know politicians that are corrupt to the core. The rot has set in this building. This is the powerhouse of corruption. We are raising our hand, we are saying enough is enough, we can't take it anymore. No technocratic explanation or justification that can ever make us, our humanity is forfeited as people, and no technocratic justification can ever bring that back. We are actually very angry. We are saying the heads must roll. Even if it means closing this municipality, workers must go home. And then there are no business, there are no function, there is absolutely nothing until heads roll. So we are saying, we are asserting our humanity, we are saying we are still human beings. We are saying dissolve this municipality, we are saying give us Hawks or give us SIU, forensic audit, so that the heads can roll. It's all that we are saying. I think that's all. We are not going to do anything. We are just going to leave this here and go out in peace. We believe this belongs here. As Mbane was saying, go to extension 1, all the roads. Mr. Kali knows better. All your roads are full of sewage that are running out. All right, Mr. Play, let's give Mr. President a chance to say something.
Let me also make a comment. Let me just say a few things. The water, let me be upfront, is not acceptable. We can't expect our communities to have that kind of water. As you said, it's a violation of our basic human right. We cannot expect in this day and age for communities to have water of that quality. We are not living in an area where there is no treatment of water. We have to treat water. Now, let me just say something, Ayanda, for the benefit, and let me also appreciate the fact that the community here has brought this to my attention. Because as I said, it is not acceptable. We cannot condone it. I can't. This is unacceptable. And what I'm going to assure you, I believe the color issue, there are two issues there. The color issue is due to the sludge, and I believe that they are treating the sludge or getting rid of the sludge. Sludge is like, call it dirt, and they are getting rid of it in the various.
Comrades, can we show respect? Can we keep quiet as a belief?
So they're going to get rid of the sludge, I gather, tank by tank. There are 4 tanks there, and I gather that in a period of 2 weeks, I don't want to minimize the period or mislead the community. They said in a period of 2 weeks, all the tanks would have been completely cleaned out and flushed out, so that that sludge is actually removed. Now that process is starting immediately. I want to say that's the first point. The second thing is, if there are impurities in the water, that water has to be treated. And what I'm going to assure everyone is that we're going to test the water every 2 or 3 days. Now, you'll have to know that laboratories can only test, they take a day to test water to check for all kinds of any kind of impurities. So they're going to do that, and I'm going to assure everyone that at least at a minimum of twice a week, we are going to draw samples from the various areas of our town and send for testing until we are satisfied that the water quality is at an acceptable level. That's the next point I want to make. The last point I want to make is you see, the infrastructure in this town is not good. Whether it is roads or whether it is sewer, but the water infrastructure is just as bad. Now next, in our various efforts to get things done, we're going to embark next. We've got approval to deal with the water issues of Makana in terms of all the blockage, in terms of the leaks. We're getting that. That approval has already been made by government, and I'm hoping that work will commence immediately, because the budget of government was only considered last week, right? They've given us approval to deal with the with dealing with all the issues of the leaks in particular. There are several projects on the go at the moment. You've heard that we are trying to upgrade the James Gtown water treatment works by increasing the capacity by a further 10 megaliters. Currently the demand is 13. We can only treat 10, but we want to increase that capacity to 20 so that we can even cater for future expansion. Currently as well, there are 2 major sewer line work. We put in sewer lines in Grahamstown, and that's done by the province. I'm hoping again that new sewer lines will deal with the blockages in the system. You see, the old system was designed for a small town, and the pipes were whatever size. But our communities have grown, you know. And what has happened is, when you grow communities and when the population increases, you've got to upgrade your infrastructure for the pipes to be of a bigger diameter to carry the waste. Now currently, 2 projects are being implemented in the eastern side, right? To get the sewer sorted out as well. So I am not totally pessimistic. I'm not. I know the community has been very patient, but these 2 big sewer projects hopefully will go a long way in trying to get rid of the sewer problems as well. Because again, sewer problems are a health risk. I think all of you have mentioned it. We don't want anyone to contract disease. So those things. The next thing, Ayanda, and for the community, we've got to upgrade Belmont Valley. Not only repair it. Firstly, we've got to repair it. but then we've got to also upgrade it. Now there again, we've got water and sanitation. They're currently investigating the extent of the repairs, and they're going to they also will be looking at then costing the repair work out. Thereafter, they will also look at what will it require to upgrade Belmont Valley. That is, and also with regards to Mayfield, the Mayfield wastewater treatment works, we also need to upgrade it. You see, Makana, whether we like it or not, despite what we see and evidence around us, the population of Makana is growing. But what has not been occurring is concomitant investment in infrastructure to the scale that caters for this growing population. And that is what we have to address. So I just thought I would give you that background.
We have removed conconement from the dictionary since the 16th of August when miners were shut down. Conconement action. So that word has been removed off the dictionary. I think we've made our points.
Yeah.
And other than to say thank you very much to the media and to comrades, we can proceed. This is your water. It's no harm for us to just leave it like that. The sewer, we were just going around the road, taking from the road, literally from the road.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Terrible.
Tell me, it is. So, yeah, I think this building has to open in the museum for things like this. And,
For historic purposes.
Yeah, that they belong there. Otherwise, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Sorry, can I pause?
Comrades, bring a part.
Sorry.
Don't touch it, comrades.
Can we